Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Distant Kingdoms, a game which enters early access on the Steam there on the 5th of May. And you can then go and, do things with it, like that. Yeah, good. It's by Casado Games, who also brought us Rise of Nations, which I was, no, not Rise of Nations, Rise of Industry, there you go, which I was always rather fond of. Anyway, we're going to jump straight in. It's a village builder. Yeah, it is. We're going to go free play. I've played the tutorial. I remember all of it very, very clearly. And we'll go with open spaces because it's very straightforward. Now, before we go any further, the one thing I should point out is that this is not just a village builder. No, there's a lot more to it than that. For starters, there are multi-races that you have to look after. You've got to look after the tiresome xenophobic blandertrons, the humans. The obvious pointy-eared, sandal-wearing elves, the bearded Asbo clowns, the dwarves, and the almighty fearsome and misunderstood master race, the orcs. So here we go, we're into the map. As you can see, it's a map. It looks pretty much like what you're going to expect. I've chosen to be the fearsome and misunderstood orcs, which the game would have you believe are some bunch of nature-loving, flipping whatevers. But no, frankly, I don't hold with any of that business. We're a warlike race, and by Gork and Mork, we will have our way of things. Anyway, right, we've got to do the usual building stuff up to get started. We'll have a warehouse. No, I'm going to do that a lot. It's because R, which is in many cases the rotate building button, is hotkey to get to roads. It's Q and E to rotate. Yeah. I know that. I'm telling the people at home. All right, okay, fine. A small warehouse. We've got that going in. We're also going to need a small marketplace. And no, slap that in about there. And then it all needs connecting up with roads. I'll use the hotkey R to make that simple. And yes, there you go. That's it. Good. Yep. Do a bit of that. Yeah. Do a bit of this. Good times were had by several. Right, okay, unpause. In fact, let's hit the high speed here. I'm going to go at rapid speed through this early business, just purely because you'll see this on anybody else who decides to cover the game. So this is not the interesting bit. The interesting bit comes a little while later. Anyway, right, I'm going to build a ruddy great road out here because I'm going to build a housing estate. Houses, rotate please, thank you. And we'll go, yeah, and a 1 and a 2 and I leave a gap, yeah, and then we'll spin it around and we'll bung another. Will we put one there? Well, I'm going to, so yes is the answer to that. That'll get us going for starters, right? On pause. Now, while that's going, I'm going to go over to the old tech tree here. Here is the old tech tree. This is what you get to start with. Now, the way that tech works is interesting, actually, is you don't invest points in it or anything like that. You only need to fulfill criteria. And when you tell it to set focus and then go back to the menu, it will set up the current objectives that you need. So it's not, dumping cash into stuff or investing in flasks or any of that kind of business. No. It'll go like, yeah, you can have that as soon as you've done all of these things. So as you can see, we're just short on a few residents, each house, 2 residents. We're running low on crescents. Oh yeah, I'll show you that, shall I? Crescents. It's gold coins, people. Manor, with which you can do the funky stuff later on. Happiness, stands to reason. And then the number of residents, which we're now up to 10. And we'll go back to the tech tree and go, yes, I would quite like this, please, thank you. There you go, and then we can work our next focus, and much like it does in the tutorial, I'm going to make sure that we've got food sorted. So let's get that focused. We tick this one off because we've done it. Slow it back down or everyone will starve. Right, let's get a gatherer's hut up to do a dab of gathering. Now, everything needs to connect up to a road in order to work. Yeah, if you don't connect it up to a road, it's not going to work. So build in a way that allows roads to be, fashionable and tasteful and what have you. We're going to want a lumberjack, so we'll get that on the go as well. Yeah, absolutely. Now, obviously, you want to embed that in amongst a whole bunch of trees, and then don't build too... No, that was me pressing R again. Muscle memory, it's a pain. And yet, it's so beneficial at the same time. Yep, slap that in there. Now, what you're seeing so far is, it's a perfectly competent... Have I not got the... I ain't got enough cash. Oh, poo. All right, well, look, my residents will pay me tax, which is how we get the cash. Here comes Johnny Cartrider here. He's going to bring out the resources to knock up this house, which will get us some food coming in, which is good because we want some food coming in. More fundamentally than that, however, is I want some money coming in. So I'll get to the point where I've got the money, shall I? Yeah, I will. Right, I've got me old farm up here. Hang on, we can zoom in. I'm maybe not giving you the opportunity to appreciate the finer things in life here. As you can see, the orcish people here, humble in their loincloths, they're getting it all done. So we've got our first farm up, and as is typical in this kind of affair, you click on your farm and you tell it you want to place a field. I don't want to place any more fields at the moment, though, so that's all fine. That's good. We're absolutely happy as we are. Now, I'm trying to learn baking at the moment. Along the way, I picked up a bit of stone crafting, plugged a few more houses down. You know, all those things that you do. I've got all of that underway. So I've got to get my residents up, because then we could do baking, then they'll have bread, then they'll be cheerful, then I could do some magic. We like a bit of magic. Yes, we do. So I've got the old Windmill up, and it's doing its thing. When we get some crops in, now the crops auto-produce. You'll see if I up the tempo here a bit, you'll see we're going to kick out one new grain every 42 days, and I mean you can see how quickly those days rattle past. Evidently, this is not a days go short. Oh, I caused the progress bar to have some kind of seizure there for a moment, but it's all good. I could rename this if I felt like it. I don't. No, I'm quite happy to have things with the default names for the time being. I don't know if I'm going to move in or not. You see, but anyway, we've got this rolling. He's going to start grinding that up in a flour, which is what you want a windmill for. Yeah, and then some beleaguered, overworked orcish labourer will haul the flour down to the bakery that we've got here. This is a very small building, the bakery, but it's perfectly formed, where it will pick up a bit of water from just over the road, turn it into bread, and that will help us with our food requirements, because otherwise we could get a little low. What do we got right now? We've got 271 wood, loads, water, plenty, berries, lots, stone, some, grain, not very much. So that's all going to pay off in the fullness of time. But we're working on the magic tech node. Yeah, I need 50 residents, and you kind of go, oh, flipping heck, that's another 10 houses. No, it is not. For I have also, I'll show you the tech tree, show you where we're up to. I've also picked up denser houses along the way to enable me to go like, oi, you house, how do you fancy being level 2? There you go. It needs a bit of cash, a bit of stone, and it level 2s, and that will allow a whole extra person to move in. Yeah, I know. Oh, I'll read it and weep. Oh no, hold on, beg your pardon. An extra 2 people to move in. So if I upgrade all of this lot, we'll have the cash to get the magic. I'll just go and do that, shall I? Yeah, all right. Don't go anywhere. I'll even try and keep the camera view the same, so it's not too jarring when I come back again. Can make no promises though. Right, okay, job's a good one, and I've been spending most of my life living in an orcish paradise. Just to give you some kind of concept as to how long this has all taken, it's about 25 minutes since I started the game up. So it's not a lengthy wait, but there's a bit of a wait in there while stuff builds up. Obviously, as your settlement becomes more advanced, the wait gets a little bit shorter because you're bringing in more resources. Anyway, I'm done with you. You can clear off. Let's go into the old techno tree here and unlock me Manor well. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun. And then we'll get exploration as the next focus, because that's where the fun starts to pick up. Yeah, so let's get the Manor well in. Now, what all this does, it's relatively straightforward, is it generates mana. No, you don't say. No, no, really, it does. That's what it's for. It's a mana generating bad boy. This one, and so we'll stick this in. I've left a gap of 2 there. I should have only left a gap of 1. You know what? I'm going to stick it over here next to my warehouse. That'll be grand. And give it a bit of road. Get that knocked up. Go on, give us a bit of speed here. Let's get this put away. And then we'll talk mana density, flow, and stability. Oh yeah, these are important concepts that you want to bear in mind. Only one of which is actually in the game. Right. Okay. So here's my mana well. Now what we're aiming for is to get the old mana limit in the region of 5, which is obviously not in this menu. Where was? Oh no, that's on totems. Oh, okay. Well, we can do totems. Hang on. If we go over here and we go to totems, you've got totems, friends. Now that you've got magic, you can totem it. Bam, 1 time. Each of these will do a different buff to things that you've got going on. So this one protects against crime. This one increases efficiency. We'll be using that in a moment. Then there's hygiene to keep them clean, but orcs are pretty clean anyway. Happiness, yeah, whatever. And then you've got great riches, which will give you additional tax. Yes, please. And then fire safety, because obviously. So when it comes time to get a bit of buff action going on, so here for example, the foreman of the foreman of the totem, yeah, sure, that's the thing. We can slap this down, and we'll get production benefit from the windmill, from the lumberjack here, from the house. What is that? Actually, a storeyard. No, it's not. That's a marketplace. Whatever it is, we'd get a bit of a buff from it. That's a storeyard. That's a marketplace. That's a farm. Oh, okay. Yes, good. Right. So actually, if I place this effectively, we could potentially hit the bakery, the farm, the windmill, and the lumberjack. Let's see. It's going to be a close run thing. No, it won't fit. No. Well, it's close. What do you want? Bakery. Bakery? Yeah. No, I want. No, let's go for 3. I'm going to put it in here. It really doesn't matter. There you go. I'll slap that in there, and everybody will be flipping thrilled. The one thing to point out, as far as mana is concerned, is it maxes out at 100. So spend it, don't spend it, entirely up to you. But if you don't spend it, then you're not spending it. Yeah? Okay, right. So next up, I need to increase my residence up to the exploration tech node. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. So let's get that on the go. Ramp these up. You'll see my happiness is actually going up a reasonable amount at the moment. And that's at least in part due to the fact that they're now eating bread as well as berries. Orcish folk, so very easily satisfied, purely by the addition of some diversity of diet. Now, while I'm in the area, I do need to build a couple more houses. My little forager here is starting to run a little bit slimline on bushes. So what I can do is I can try planting some more. There you go. A few more bushes makes them a bit more efficient. I can do the same thing on the forester as well. So we'll get him rolling. There you go. Bung a couple of trees up, son. There you are. Now later on, when I've done a bit more research, I can have dedicated planters added to the lumberyard, and then I won't have to press that button again. But as it stands, I do need to press the button. But I'll live. That's just one of the crosses that I have to bear. Right, houses, more of. Yes, please. Let's go. Housing, little house. If we've got a prairie, so much the better. Right, yeah, 1 in there. We only need 2, and then it's then we're mission accomplished here. Slap it in there, it won't fit. Oh, I'll find something skinny to stick in there later. Because this is once I do exploration, this is how we get to owning a little bit more land. So that we can do more and tasteful things with it. Stick that in about... Hold on, just check my line. Yeah, stick it in about there. Get a road on the go. And jobs are good. Right, in fact, we'll continue the road out this way. I might even No, I won't. I'll save the money because I want to buy the next thing as quickly as possible. So we'll get this built up because the next bit is arguably the biggest innovation that we've got going on. Now the whole multi-race thing. So far, we're just orcs. Later on, we'll get some of the lesser races turn up as well, and we'll try not to look down on them too much. You can, in fact, designate different areas of town in different ways. So I've already built the fashionable town centre district here, and I'm mucking around with this. If we click on that, I can enforce overtime. We can do some festivities and whatnot, fire safety training, extra or less tax, all of that stuff, which is super. I'm not mucking with any of it at the moment because it's all just working, and I'd quite like to keep it that way. Thank you. Notifications appear down the bottom here. Here you go. Minimart is experiencing a shortage of nothing. Bread. That's only because they're eating all the bread the second I make it. It's not really a shortage. I haven't promised them anything. So here we go. Next up, exploration. And that unlocks the tavern. Yeah. And then after that, we get the citizen tiers. Ooh, I've not played with that yet. No, the tutorial takes you up to this stage, which is why I'm so incredibly fluent at walking you through it. Play it once and I know everything. Right, so we need to go into service buildings and rock a tavern up as soon as I've got the materials, which I don't currently have. Alright, so from within the tavern, you're going to want to press the exploration button, which will reveal the world map unto you. You can also get to the world map via another button, should you choose to. World map. We first, however, need to recruit a party. One tavern, one party is the way it goes. We've got Elise Hardy. You know, if I could change their names, developers, if you're watching, because I know you like me, developers. If I could change their names, I would be oh so happy. Anyway, each adventurer has different traits. Elise here is a prankster. Ooh. And also has got Manor affinity. Yes, yeah, and is a dwarf. Yeah, no chance. Timos is a barbarian. Yeah, and an arena fighter, and is a dwarf. Okay, Safra. Oh, hello, Safra is courageous and athletic and lucky, and is a human. No, I don't want to hire any of these people. No. There we go. Here are my people. Darius. Right, so Darius is athletic and courageous and is an orc. So you're hired. Now, they will level up, as is indicated here, over time as you send them on more missions. Your party can handle up to 4. It's worth having 4 in the party. You do have to pay them cash to keep them on board, but, you know, it's all good. So we've got an athletic courage personage. We've then got a barbarian courage personage. I think barbarian courage personage is a good idea. And then, we mean there are no more orcs. No. No, I want more orcs. Give me further. I don't want to take lesser races. All right, well, look, we'll take Caden Bell here, who is athletic and sneaky, and is an elf, and then we can just bully them the entire time. Oi, pointy ears, do something useful. And then we'll take Codin Drox as a bit of comedy light relief. Yeah. No, because, I mean, look at Marine here. She's just going to tell us off the entire time. Yeah. Although, what does she do? She's intelligent, allegedly. She's got troll tongue. That could come in useful. All right, you're hired. Moraine and Caden are in the party. So we then go back to the map and we go on to send on an adventure. I will send them on an adventure and we'll go and explore this area over here. There we go. So the party go out and do stuff. I know, it's fascinating. In a moment, we'll see the stuff that they are doing, which will be more fascinating. But meanwhile, you can just carry on with the, building up the town and making it habitable by orcish kind. You know what we need? We need another field. I think you're right. So we can just slap that anywhere alongside the existing one and everything will be groovy. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we got some exclamation marks going. Silent Recruits has cleared a hex and emerged unscathed. Good, okay. Is that what we're calling our group? Silent Recruits? No, they are called W-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-G. There you go. That's right. They're a neutral party as far as morale is concerned. Oh, okay. I want to send them on a part. Oh, no, they were regenning. There you go. We'll send them on another adventure. Go out that way. See what you can find. Now, because they've now explored this lot, we can go and build into it, you see. Yeah, that's why you want to do some exploration. And sometimes they will uncover things of great mystery and potential danger and harm and adventure. And where's my town gone? It's out here somewhere. See, look, I've got all of this beautiful land. No, we're gonna have to click on that, you see. There you go. Now, this brings up another thing that you can do with Manor is, as well as roads, which we've got here, we can now build portals, which you can then think with. And you can build a portal to speed people's progress to other areas. So we could slap a portal out here. They work in pairs, so we'd stick one near base and one out here. And they go, oh yeah, you can totes do that. What is that? That looks like coal or iron. What are you? It's not going to tell me. Okay, what else? Warg have cleared another hex. Good for them. 4 members of Warg have gained enough experience to level up. Ah, jolly good. Yeah. See, look at them. Look. They're just happily bimbling around there. Now, they've got action points. Those really only come into play when we have an encounter of some description. Let's give them some new instructions. Let's give them some new instructions. Oh, they're busy. All right, well, you carry on then. They'll come home and recharge soon enough. There's that lake that they just found. Or is it? No, that's a lake that was there already. Oh, look. Minas Tirith. Beautiful. Okay, so they've stumbled across an Imp Tower. Oh, dear. Okay, so we'll let's go get it on. Right, begin the encounter. Okay, as the party nears the tower, they see there's little more than a ruin. A moat surrounds the place, and there's a foul stench coming from it. It's probably humans. The air around is thick with mana, and the party gets the feeling that it's coming from the moat, almost as if something is watching them. Now, what we've got here is we've got 4 action points, 1 each, right? Because that's their action point cap. They get one each. The yellow thing indicated suggests that they are suited to one of the 2 options that we have below. It's probably just an old smelly moat. Time for a dip. Right? So if you're athletic, we could go for a swim. Or let's not be too hasty. Let's have a look around and investigate, says Caden. Typical elf. No, get your feet wet, mate. Look, a bit of muck never hurt anybody. You flouncy shirt-wearing lightweight. Let's go. Right, excellent. The smelly vote vanishes, and it's replaced by clear waters and a safe stone bridge. Yeah, all right. Okay, so arguably that's better. They'll be along in a moment to kind of go, we found something else in the Imp Tower. Is it imps? As the party draws closer, they realise that the tower isn't an ancient ruin they thought it was. The damage appears recent, like a series of explosions have torn bits out of the walls. The front door, however, remains intact and has a note written in a mysterious language hastily stuck to it. How can you tell it was hastily stuck to it? Anyway, Caden has used their action points. I can't do anything with Caden. We could do something athletic. What's that? Use the door. Ready-made, hassle-free door. Anybody? So yeah, you go. See, look, Darius has got the right idea. Just kick the door in, man. Or we could be wise. Go on then, Moraine. Use a scholar. Yeah, go on. Let's have a look. It's not perfect, but the rough translation says, no imps here, go away. The party rolls their eyes collectively and enters the tower. If it's any consolation, I'm rolling my eyes collectively as well. Yeah, both of them at the same time. Yeah. I won't stand for such frippery. Here we go. As the party enters the tower, loud maniacal laughter echoes through the building. Oh, gracious. The imps are very close, are at the very top of the tower, chucking balls of mana down at the party. Put them in a bag, we'll take them home and flog them. There's a winding staircase at the top, but an imp keeps turning it into a giant water slide. All right, Moraine and Caden, no help. However, We've got, what have we got? Run up the stairs as quickly as possible before it changes into a slide again. This is Darius's default behaviour, is just pile in, mate. It's going to be fine. Or we can stop the stairs from changing. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. And then let's go up there and throw the imps off the top of the tower. They managed to catch the stairs just before they change and freeze them. They head up, careful not to slip, because the stairs are now somewhat damp. Oh, well. Oh, here we go. It's going to be doom time in Imp Town. Once they're all at the top, the party turns to the imps. They back away, suddenly terrified. One observant member of the party notices that one of them is holding something behind its back and stops the other adventurers from advancing, advising caution. Choose what to do. Well, Caden would be useful here. See, we could be persuasive. Yeah, that's not really our way. Attack the imps. See, I like it. Or demand what the imp is hiding. Let's just beat them up. There you go. The imps panic and fight back using explosive mana to stun the party. Oh, bum. Well, we're out of juice. No, we need to bring them home. No, I'm all out of APs there. See, we can't. Oh no, they decided to go for that. All right, fine. Something about an orb. There you go. Your adventures have been successful in clearing the encounter. I'm not entirely sure I was supposed to do that, but it is early access, and therefore it could have been a mistake. But I don't know it is. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe it is intentional. Maybe it's supposed to recharge. I don't know. Either way, we're successful and victory is ours. And they're now coming on home, which means that shortly I'll be able to send them out again. There they are, look. They're here. They've got no action points presently. Yeah, they'll be fine. It's all good. Anyway, there you go. 2 action points now. Ready to go out on the next adventure. I've been Colonel Failure. I'm going to dip a little bit further into this. I'll do, let's say 2 more. I'm going to do 2 more of these and see what it's like. Why not tune in for those? Subscribe if you've not already done so, because then you can tune in for those. And that will be everything you ever dreamed. Possibly. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks very much. I'm trying to get a shot of 2 windmills at once. I mean, isn't that what we all dream of, really? Yeah, I think you'll find it is. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. So there you go, your Distant Kingdoms. Thanks very much to the devs for sending me a cheeky early look at it. I mean it's only a day cheeky, but it's still cheeky, and that's a good thing. Like a cheeky early look at things. It's out tomorrow, if you're watching this today. Yeah, if you're watching this after today, it's already out. You can go get it if you feel like it. Now, I do like a bit of a village builder. I'm a fan of the genre. And when people decide to innovate on what's there before, I'm always like, tell me more about this. This is why I want to play a little bit more, because I need to see, are these adventures that we go on, are they meaningful? Are they going to contribute artifacts or treasures or that kind of business? Are we going to find other towns that will impact on my own city build as it progresses? I hope so. I don't know, but we'll see. I would imagine so. Otherwise, it just feels like a bit of an unnecessary bolt-on. But there's still a heck of a lot of tech tree to get through, so I'll crack on with getting on with some of that, shall I? Yeah. All right, expect another one of these when it turns up, which will probably be pretty soon, I would imagine. Yeah, that's probably the smart thing to do. All right, thanks for watching again. Yeah, because obviously you've watched this twice now. Cheerio.